Hi guys, it's Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I'm up today making this double page layout for my Project Life album this year. I'm sorry about the shadow over here. It is 10:30 at night and it is quite dark, so I do apologise. I'll try and light it up in my editing, but I don't think I'm going to manage. This is week 9 and 10 in my 2018 album, and I am using mostly things from my Secret Not Secret Kit Club kit for February. Excuse the blank pages here, there's a couple of photos of young people that I work with, so obviously I will not be including those on the internet. However, they exist and those photos will be going in there. But anyway, keep watching if you want to see how this spread came together. Hello everyone, so here I am with the voiceover for this particular layout, and I've actually decided that I'm going to do week 9 and week 10 on a page each. So sometimes I'll put the weeks together and only make one title page, but for this particular spread, week 9 was all on the left hand side and week 10 photos were all on the right hand side, so I just decided to do 2 title cards. Excuse me. So as I mentioned in the intro, this spread is using my Secret Not Secret Kit Club kit, and so pretty much everything apart from a couple of things are from this kit. I did pull a few things from my stash just to kind of add to the spread, and what I pulled from my stash was what you can see me looking through there now, was a whole box of labels. So I like using labels in my Project Life spreads, and my kit didn't have any, which is fine, and so I just pulled them from my stash. So you can see here the title card, I've put a doily down on half the card and cut the rest off, and then just used my thickers that I got in the kit to write week 9, and then I pulled out one of the labels from my stash just to put the date on underneath. And then I'm adding some heart puffy stickers that I got in the kit and some tiny word stickers. So I got the Tim Holtz small talk stickers in my kit, but I actually already had a pack, and I really want to use up that pack first before I crack open a new one. So what I've done is put the full pack into my stash, and I've pulled out my kind of half used pack because I want to use the half used one first. But I technically did get a set in the kit. So you can see there I'm just working on the next card along in this spread, which is just a photo of my partner. We were putting some weed matting into our garden, and I've pulled some of the die cuts, and I just went with sort of a leaf and flower theme because it's a garden. I had to run downstairs to get my tiny attacher, so I edited that part out, but I did. I'm thinking, where is my tiny attacher? And it turns out it was downstairs. Popped up the flowers with some dimensionals, and then I'm just going to do a bit of journaling. Sometimes I journal on camera, sometimes I don't. This time I have decided to journal on camera because I'm really bad at going back and adding journaling to my layouts. So I was looking through my albums earlier today before I did this spread, and there's like about 3 layouts that don't have any journaling on them yet, and I went, I must go back and do that because I've kind of forgotten. So this is the next sort of slot in the spread, and it is a photo of a praying mantis which was hanging out on the gate of our pool when I was mowing the lawn, and it just looked really cool, so I took a photo. There's not much to say about it really. There's not a lot I can journal about a praying mantis, and it's kind of self-explanatory and it looks cool. So I'm just making a filler card, and so I'm just grabbing out some of the random embellishments that came in the pink paisley kit, which this is based on. What's the kit? Let Your Heart Decide, the collection is. And so just some embellishments that I didn't think I would probably use on a full page layout. So one of them is like a ticket. One of them is what I think is a wall hanging, like a tapestry wall hanging. And then I just grabbed a phrase die cut that says Simply Fabulous. And then I decided to add a doodly border. And that is that filler card done. Now for this particular photo, it's just me wearing a silly headband, a unicorn headband. I was actually working this day. So all I did was take a tiny word sticker that says creativity takes courage and stick it on and call that photo done. And I did want to journal a little bit on this particular filler card here, but I love the pattern paper so much that I didn't want to do too much embellishing. So I stuck a label on and sort of hung it over the edge, and I just did a little bit of journaling and added a little puffy sticker, and it's what I would call maybe a honeysuckle, hummingbird. It's a bird anyway. And again, I did a doodly border just to kind of go with the theme. And again, that card is done. So this layout, it did take me a while to put together just because there's so many filler cards. It doesn't look like so many filler cards maybe for some of you, but for me this is a lot of filler cards. Normally I have a lot of photos and barely any filler cards. So yeah, it did take me a bit longer than a normal pocket page layout would. I decided to keep the title pages or the title cards on both of these pages the same. I just sort of flipped the orientation. So I've put the doily down the bottom this time around, and I'm writing week 10 obviously down the bottom. I pulled out one other thing from my stash and I go downstairs to get it, so you might see the angle of this video change because it was about an hour or so before I came back up and continued with the filming. So I'm going through trying to find a label to write the date that sort of goes with the colour scheme, and I went with like a peachy colour. And then I had to go downstairs because I knew I had something in particular that I wanted, and I went downstairs to grab it. So you can see I have come back, but it is a little bit later. And I wanted this acrylic piece that said March. So I got this acrylic piece from the Kitaholic Kits March kits, and Steph is including these acrylic words in all of the pocket page kits, which is pretty awesome. And so this week was the first full week of March, and I wanted to include that acrylic piece. And so I add a few of the tiny word stickers because that's what I did on the other side, and also some puffy hearts. But this time I do a little bit of a doodly border, which I didn't do on the first title card, but I did on the second. And now I've pulled out this card here. Again, I don't do any journaling because it's just a photo of my swimming pool. Nothing special. I realised that the cards, when I cut them on my big trimmer, obviously my big trimmer is a bit terrible and it doesn't cut things perfectly straight. And so the cards are a little bit bigger than 4 inches, so I just needed to trim them down a little bit. So you can see I just pulled out one of the die cuts that says Dream a Little Dream, which I thought was pretty cool because, you know, it's not very often you put a swimming pool in, and not something we thought we would do, but we have done. And then added a few tiny word stickers that kind of go with that theme, really. Sometimes you have to take chances, trust your crazy ideas, and what seems ordinary is often the extraordinary. And yeah, whipping through this now. So again, with this photo, I decided to only add a little tiny word sticker which says you can never have too much happy. They're actually a photo of a couple of mystery boxes I purchased from one of my favourite jewellery stores or online jewellery places in Australia. It's a shop called Bok Bok Begurk, and the lady who runs it makes all handmade wooden earrings and brooches and necklaces, and she hand paints them all, and they're fabulous and I love them. So I'll leave a link to Bok Bok Begurk down below if anyone wants to check them out. They are amazing. And about once or twice a year they do mystery boxes and sell them, and so you don't know what you're going to get. So sometimes you get things that you already have. But I did pretty well with my mystery boxes this year. So the filler card, I just added a little bit of journaling, again a doodly border, and one piece of the ephemera pack that says let your heart be your compass, and a few of the puffy heart stickers from the puffy sticker sheet. So this photo, which is just sort of a photo of my cup of tea with the book I was reading at the time, and I was sitting outside. I just again wanted to add a tiny word sticker to that, but I chose to add a white one, not a black one, just because I thought the contrast worked a little bit better with the photo. So I'm flipping through, but yes, I've gone back. I go back to the white and figure out a appropriate phrase sticker, and I do choose the one that says choose to see the good. And then for this filler card, again, I don't need to do any journaling because I've got so many places to journal already, and I don't have much more to say about this week. So I just choose a couple of the ephemera pieces and again create a little filler card. So I choose the one with the camera strap, and then a little word die cut piece that says memories I'll keep close to my heart. So again, I think you're supposed to journal in that spot. I didn't. I just left it blank and then stuck a few tiny word stickers on and call that card done. So I've only got 2 more cards to go, and then we will be finished with this layout. So this is just a photo of my partner with my cat. And again, you know, there's not a hell of a lot to say about this photo. So I just talked about the fact that my cat is an inside cat and he doesn't get to come outside very often, and he can only have supervised time outside. So my partner brought him out for a bit of supervised play and he loves it. So I add a few tiny word stickers, and I do grab the puffy stickers across as well and decide to add, they've kind of got some diamond shaped puffy stickers that I decide to use, but it takes me a while to think about which ones I want, and I add those down, and I've also done a doodly border. And then my lucky last card for this spread. So again, this is just a selfie of us outside. We were having a barbecue, and just talking about that I like eating outside lately because the weather's been amazing. We're in March, so obviously for those who are on the other side of the world from Australia, March was the end of our summer, so it's still nice and warm. And yeah, this is a very simple card because the background paper is so busy. I didn't want to do much on this card, so I just stick a puffy word sticker that says amazing and a tiny bit of journaling. And we're done. I think I was thinking about adding something else, but in the end I don't. And so now I'm going to show you the close-ups. But this is it. Sorry about the lighting. It was really late at night when I did this video. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, give us a like, a comment, subscribe if you like, and we will see you in the next video. All right, guys. Bye.